Welcome to Bedhampton Church. Contact us at www.bedhampton.church. But for now, let's continue that journey with this input.
In you, Lord, I have taken refuge, for you have been my hope. Sovereign Lord, my confidence since my youth. From my birth I have relied on you. You brought me forth from my mother's womb. I will ever praise you. As for me, I shall always have hope. I will praise you more and more. I often reflect as I read the Psalms. I'm often struck by the same thing. Many of the words in the Psalms are more declarations of what people would hope, desperate cries for change in this life than a reality for their lives, or at least for mine anyway. How often have you read a verse like, "My mouth is filled with your praise all day long," and thought to yourself, I would love that to be true. But if I'm really honest, I'm not there yet. Maybe it's just me that's like that, and I suspect not. And I've spoken before of my dislike of what I call Pollyanna Christianity, the habit of pretending that everything is okay just because we love Jesus, as if Jesus even promised that. Sometimes, and I think it's in Pollyanna as well, isn't it? Where, if you squint hard enough, it'll be okay. Faith like that can just gloss over the heartache of what real life can be like sometimes. Let's consider our example of a woman from the Middle East, crippled with what is probably arthritis for 2 decades, and in her society, physical suffering was often seen as sin or because of spiritual darkness. In her society, she would have been shunned and whispered about, treated as cursed. She may have known the words of Psalm 71 by heart, probably did know them by heart. But I doubt that she could honestly say that she felt God's refuge, hope, or confidence in her day-to-day life. More likely, she would have resonated with the Psalm's darker verses. They say God has forsaken her, pursue her, and seize her, but no one will rescue her. And yet, one day she hears of a travelling rabbi. There were many travelling rabbis, but this one apparently is different. Some say he could be the Messiah. Could it be true? Could he heal her? But it's the Sabbath, and the law says no work on the Sabbath, certainly no healing. And even if she did go to the synagogue, that's the very place where they point and whisper as though she didn't belong there. And she hadn't been for years anyway. Still something, someone whispers in our heart, what if? Because we sit this side of history and we know the rest of the story, but she didn't. Jesus calls her forward and heals her. Not next week, not after she's proven her worth, not when the timing is more appropriate, but on that day, in that place, on that Sabbath, in front of the religious leaders who disapproved. And Jesus doesn't just heal her body, he restores her dignity, her place in the community, and restores her hope. Was it her faith that healed her? Jesus says elsewhere, "Daughter, your faith has healed you," to another woman who was accused of being evil in another gospel. Possibly it was her faith, not a complete faith without doubt, but a real faith that dared to believe that there was still hope, even in the doubt, and when everyone else had given up. Maybe that's the key to understanding Psalm 71. When it says, "As for me, I shall always have hope. I will praise you more and more." It's not a Pollyanna Christianity. It's not a naive denial of hardship. It's a stubborn declaration in the face of hardship, in the face of what life can bring. Hope isn't pretending that life is easy. Life isn't easy, is it? Has anyone here had an easy life? I doubt it very much. Hope is trusting that God is good even when life is not easy. I often say that we live in God's kingdom in the here and now, but also in the not yet. We do see miracles and mercy. We've seen healings as well. But we see suffering and brokenness amongst it. And yet, like that woman, we can choose to step into hope. When life feels heavy and the voices around you say that God has forgotten you, he hasn't. Trust the one who sees you, calls you, and restores you. Let your hope be rooted not in circumstances around us, especially as we look at this world right now, but in the unshakable love of Jesus. For the psalmist and for that woman and for us today, we're invited to say, as for me, I will always have hope. I will praise you more and more, even when we have doubts about it. When we wonder where God is in our suffering, might we decide to place our hope in the Messiah Jesus, despite the naysayers around us? My friends, I ask, and maybe plead even to you, that we should learn from an Iron Age woman in the Middle East. And in the difficult times, no doubt that some will come ahead of us. May we seek the true hope that can be found in the pages of this collection of books. And the realistic hope that is in Jesus.
You have been listening to Bedhampton Church. Our prayer is that this helps you journey with Jesus and serve your community by sharing God's love and friendship. Subscribe and join us for more discussion at www.bedhampton.church. All material Creative Commons copyright. Contact us for more details.